Good morning, everybody. Active Rog coming at you from beautiful surfers paradise here on Australia's Gold Coast. Host to the 2018 Commonwealth Games in just a few short months. It is Thursday morning, the 8th of November 2018. It's gone just past 4:30 a.m. and looking down at the beach, I'll turn the camera around. You can see the sun's starting to rise slowly but surely. We've had a little bit of overnight rain, and hopefully the rain's going to keep away, so I'll be able to go for an early morning run up to the spit and back after I've finished this update. Now, unless you've been hiding under a rock for the past few days, you will have noticed that, one, there's been a stock market crash, and two, there's also been a Bitcoin crash. Move the camera up a little bit, that's better. So the cryptos have crashed as well, quite dramatically, and despite all that, I'm smiling. Now, I might be down on eToro at the moment by a little bit, but I've opened an account with CoinSpot about a month ago with $500, and basically what I've done, I've bought in the dip. Now, CoinSpot's different. You're physically holding crypto wallets, whereas with eToro, you are trading a contract, the CFD. So you're not actually owning or holding any cryptos, whereas with CoinSpot, you have the individual wallets listed there and how much is in there. So CoinSpot's very simplistic in that sense. They're a local company, and there's an affiliate link down below. Definitely worth joining up if you're. They only do Australians, by the way, so outside look at Cryptopia. So yeah, I might be down on eToro, but with 500 Australian, I've progressively loaded up my CoinSpot wallets, different cryptos. I'm holding Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, Ethos, Power Ledger, Sirecoin. You'll be able to see those on the screen shortly. So another account is over 600 now, and that's just in the space of a week and a bit. So yeah, when you buy in the dip, obviously as it recovers, you're making a profit. So a lot of people are coming too high. Markets have retreated and going, oh shit, the world's going to end, and that's the end of it. Now, with the stock market crashing, like this guy here sings. Crypto gang, big gang, all gang, light gang, cash game, blockchain, whoa. I don't really ever buy stocks, man. Oh, hey. Nah, not really buying stocks. People tend to be a little bit worried about the stock market at the moment, but don't be. If you're holding stocks, don't get rid of them and walk away with your head between your legs and go, I'm never going to do this again. Because if you look at a chart of the stock market, it's always gone up. And aside from that, a little bit of volatility is good because it's stocks and cryptos are basically on sale. You know, they're cheaper, so you buy low, sell high. But you know what's interesting though is that the Bitcoin crash is pretty much the same thing. Equity markets have gone down, so have the cryptos. Yeah, that's basically the news, but the stock market's pulled back before, and it's going to come back, which it has. So I'll just go to the next window here, and what we're looking at here is just the movements over the last 24 hours here on eToro. So if we look at a chart for Ethereum, let's pop that up. No, we don't want to look at a day chart. We want to look at a 10-minute chart so I can give you an idea of what's been happening. So we're looking back here over a roughly 24-hour time period. So as you can see, we're back in a relatively bullish phase. Now that's not to say that when the Asians wake up and the Asian session starts, that they're going to do some profit taking and pull that down, which I would not be surprised if it happens a bit later on this morning. But we'll keep you guys updated tonight. So it's pretty much the same kind of thing. If you actually look at, say, an Ethereum and a Bitcoin chart, and what you want to be looking at is, let's go to the 10-minute chart and do the same thing over here with Ethereum. We'll go to a 10-minute chart. You'll see that they both look very much the same. When you start looking at, for example, Ripple, though, it hasn't come back as strong. So when we look at, say, for example, Ethereum has come back to the tune of about 6%. That's according to eToro's figures. I like the layout, that platform. It's a really good trading platform, eToro. But yeah, after exposing the truth, they don't want me posting on their newsfeed anymore. Okay, so BitConnect was a scam to start with, amongst other things. Okay, now we have Ripple, and we have the same movements. So that's something very interesting about the crypto market. Let's have a look at Dash, and also at the 10-minute chart. And it's following a similar kind of pattern. So as you can see, all these cryptos, they tend to move in unison. And obviously there's a lot of large crypto investors in there, the whales as we call them. And obviously also the Roger Verse and the Winklevoss brothers obviously be trading actively as well. Maybe, no doubt, maybe try to influence the market somewhat. But as you can see now, for the time being, we are in fact back in positive territory. So let's just have a look at my CoinSpot. This is my account a couple of weeks after I opened it. So while what was actually dropping, I loaded up with Ethereum. So I would buy, say, 100 Aussie worth of Ethereum, say at 1,001. It goes up to 1,060, 1,070. I'll get out. So it boosts the account, but you got to work it, and this company's obviously making a bit of money out of it. So you know, with the spread, because it's roughly 3%. So if you do want to day trade, whether it's on eToro or one of these platforms like CoinSpot, so remember that the commissions are quite high. On the other hand, you can trade on Bittrex or Binance, but you don't have ready access to your wallets as fiat. So they're a bit more expensive. So let's have a look at the. Let's just hit a refresh. 706 it was when I started the screen recorder. 705. So yeah. So last night's recovery has basically put an extra, almost $100 back into my crypto wallet. So I'm well ahead in the game. Now these are the coins I'm holding. Ethereum, obviously my favorite. Power Ledger, it's a Perth-based company, shares electricity. So if you don't have solar, but the next door neighbour has, they can actually sell you that renewable energy to you rather than the grid, using a token. Really good one there, Power Ledger. And it's also come back the strongest. These are all $100, which are bought in before the big dip. So I've actually more than overcome these losses. Cardano has done well for me. I only bought $50 worth for it yesterday. Bitcoin, $50. That's down just a little bit from the time when I got in. And I'm also holding Tron, Library Credits, Monero, and Enigma. They were both $15. A bit of disappointed there for Enigma, but I did buy in the top. So as we recover, these are all going to start returning back into profit. So let's just do a quickie refresh there, 705. Yeah, so as you can see, it's a very dynamic kind of thing. So anyway, it's a bit of an update here for you. Like I said, if you want to learn a bit more about cryptocurrency trading, I am not your financial advisor or anything like that. So only put in what you can afford to lose. You know, they reckon it could go to zero. I don't believe so, but like I said, it can be a bit of a punt. We've had a couple of big collapses of Bitcoins, especially over Christmas, coming in 20,000, and it dumped as low as under 6,000 over the last few weeks. So it is a very volatile instrument. So if you do decide to trade these instruments, be prepared for some pretty solid wins, but also some pretty solid downturns as well. So you got to be patient with it and believe. Anyways, another peeky poke out the window. You can just see the beginning of another Gold Coast sunrise, looking absolutely beautiful down there. So I am going to hit the stop record button and just quickly splice the ends of this video and upload it. So have you guys, hope you guys all have a fantastic first day, wherever you may be on this big planet of ours. Be good, live with passion, keep buying them cryptos, I really reckon so, and live with passion. See you at the top, and God bless.